sides. Stevie Davis, the true freshman, will take most of the draws for Penn. Duke will rotate through 3 guys after losing Jake Naso to graduation. Naso, the all-time leader in Duke faceoff wins, over 1,000 of them in his 4-year career. Crisp Sunday afternoon as the calendar turns to March. Of course, you can always count on some good pregame tailgates for lacrosse. The Penn fans out in droves to see their Quakers this weekend in the Triangle. Early ground ball win and some juice for the Penn sideline.
An early face-off win, right? That gets the sideline going. That gives you momentum to start this game.
Leo Hoffman dishing off to Griffin Skane. A Penn team that on Friday scored the first goal against, as that shot came towards the cage. Wonderful start for Penn. Quakers have also won the first 2 face-offs. Menendez pulls away the third from that scrum. Turnovers were,
getting new guys in, 2 transfers, a good freshman out of New York. There's just different options. It's a different team, and there's no more standing around. There can't be.
At Duke's starting attack unit last year, Brennan O'Neill, Josh Zawada, Dyson Williams combined for 224 points. That's more than 20 Division I teams had combined.
Big time hit.
Throwing shoulders all over the place. Stevie Davis, former running back, gets laid out. Charlie Johnson leaves him on the ground. Flag behind the plate. You're going to see sneaking into the top 5 and maybe dropping out.
Yeah, and it happens all the time, right? Just like now, the ACC Ivy League Challenge. One of these 2 teams, Duke or Penn, is going to go 0-2 on the weekend.
Teams 2-2 at the Faceoff X. Davis tried to knock it away, but Henry Bard eventually pulls it out for Duke. Should note in that Princeton game, Chad, all 3 of his goals in very similar fashion, finding the nooks and crannies right in front of the cage.
Graham, right, the Richmond transfer. Like I said, today you're going to see a lot of damage down in the crease area, and the midfielders are going to help him out with how hard that they dodge.
Luke Graham grew up right outside of Philly, Ardmore, Pennsylvania. 4-star recruit by Inside Lacrosse, went to Richmond out of high school, grew into one of the Spiders' leading scorers. Last year had 37 goals, had 2 games with 7.
And I think, Ian, I'll tell you what, I really have seen a lot of patience in this game, and that's something that we noted right in the first quarter. These offenses, right, they're not shooting early into the shot clock. They're real top, right? Griffin Skane, Aiden McGuire, both 23. They're going to let him play.
Skane, a former top 10 Maryland back in 2022. Great contributions all throughout the NCAA tournament. His former school with a big win in his hometown.
Yeah, that was a big-time win.
Maryland beat Notre Dame yesterday. Rematch of the national championship from 2 goals, 2 assists against Princeton. In crunch time, John Danowski and his son Matt, the offensive coordinator, both Duke Hall of Famers, went to that same playbook. Those same sets they ran against Michigan. Try to get McAdory at X, try to get him those matchups. He scored with 20.
Stay with Leo Hoffman. There's a shot coming down on a lefty sweep. If you go, then Leo Hoffman can shoot the step-down shot. That's exactly what happened.
Not often you see Patrick Jamison get beat stick side. That's what happened there. Great trail check from Christmas, keeping it away from Davis. But that won't faze him. Johnson, strong as an ox, 6'1", 220, and he's got a rocket from either side. Davis back on the field, wins his 8th faceoff. Really nice afternoon.
Yeah, something's amiss. And like I said, not necessarily when you're rotating, right? It's that guy that's got to go. Sometimes there's confusion and you're rotating all over the field.
Duke wins a faceoff. Ben McCarthy poking it away from his former training partner in Philly. Both McCarthy and Davis go at it day on the ball.
Yeah, and you got to go, right? You got to respect the shooter that can just sling it from the outside. They're going to call a hold on that one.
Possession with Penn, but Duke don't.
The number 22 IL player in the class of 2024 in the Inside Lacrosse rankings. Duke just gets guys, the best guys in the country. Duke had one of the best recruiting classes as well.
Kirsch has played alongside Ben McCarthy, Nick Melendez.
And they're just getting shots to go.
Eric Molliver with 2, Ben Johnston with 2. 7 different Duke goal scorers. Jack Gray wins the ground ball off. Graham's found a couple right in front of Emmett Carroll's footsteps. Procedure call on Davis. Luke Engelke trots away with it. 11 saves, 8 of which came in the first half. But he saw a lot of them in the third quarter. Ethan Till with a ground ball win to start the fourth. Will Roberts out there for the faceoff. He can't catch the pass.
Pushing the back.
His 6 goals, the most since CJ Costabile did it back in 2012 for a long stick midfielder. Against the offenses of North Carolina and Duke. In the second half, Duke outscoring Penn 7-1.
And I think it just shows the caliber of the ACC teams, right? UNC and Duke, some of the best in college lacrosse, and that's what Penn's had to deal with.
Notre Dame, the 2-time reigning national champions,